Yeah, my name's Riley Jensen, Mustache May 2008. Been doing this for quite a while now. It's my 5th year. I'm a coach, and I got to be honest with you, I've grown so many mustaches, I've probably forgotten more mustaches than most people have. It's just kind of how I am. And I think the key to Mustache May is probably the fact that mustaches are like any other sport, pretty much 90% mental, the other half's physical. I'd have to say that. That's pretty much true every time. 65% of the time, I'm right every time. I'm not a math guy, but I just know that it takes a lot of effort to do this. Any questions? Anybody got questions?
Yeah, no? Why do you grow the mustache, huh?
Well, first of all, I think there's a certain confidence that it takes to grow a mustache. It's not for everybody. If you're one of those guys that's lollygagging around, saying, man, I don't know if my girlfriend's going to like it, I don't know if my boss is going to like it, you know what? Mustache May is probably just not for you, because, it's not for the faint of heart. Us guys, we grow mustaches. I kind of look at it this way, less than 10% of the year, I'm asking to be a man. That's all I'm asking. It's less than 10%. I mean, in some churches, that's less than what the Lord asks,
What church would that be,
I don't know, what church, the Church of the Mustaches? What church do you belong to?
That's the church I go to, huh?
Okay. I don't know. I just love it. I got to tell you also, I mean, you got to have a sense of humor to grow a mustache. You got to have confidence. You can't be afraid about what other people are going to think. And I think the essence of Mustache May, especially from a coach's standpoint, is that you can't really care what other people think. You don't go around being some kind of wussy guy going, hey, it's Mustache May, apologizing for your mustache. You're like, hey, how you doing? You like it, don't you? You kind of do. That's what I'd say.
How long does it take to grow a good mustache?
This is 4 weeks right here. I'd probably say 2 weeks would be good for anybody. But you know what? It's really not about how good the mustache is. It's about how the attitude is and how you're rocking the stash. I mean, I've been rocking the stash all month. I was telling my friends the other day. I was telling Jared. Jared's a good friend of mine. He's from New York. You'll probably talk to him a little later. But you know what? I've rocked the stash better this year than I've ever rocked it. And it's all about attitude. It doesn't matter. In fact, I got pictures with my boss and some of my coworkers that I converted to Mustache May this year. I'll show you those pictures after. Can't do that during an interview.
Is there a special diet that helps a mustache grow better?
I think most guys who grow mustaches are meat and potatoes guys. I mean, I think you got to eat a lot of meat. You got to eat some chicken. There's got to be a little garlic in there, and don't forget cauliflower. Cauliflower is definitely something that will help your mustache grow. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, that's a typical diet for Mustache May.
What do your lady friends think of your mustache?
Well, I got to tell you, the ladies they seem to love me right now, and like I said, I think it's because of the attitude. It's not just the stash, but it's the attitude that comes with Mustache May, and it's been one of my more fruitful Mays. Let's just leave it at that. Let's keep it clean for the camera.
Is there discrimination that you experience from the mustache?
I'm not really worried about that kind of stuff. I think there's some people that try to discriminate, but I've got so many friends, and if you go to official Mustache May, there's a lot of people on there now. There's like 299 members of official Mustache May, and it started 5 years ago on the Colorado River, and this thing has just grown into something that's bigger than us. It's bigger than our team.
What's important, in terms of mustache maintenance? What sort of things do you have to do to keep it all right?
Well, I got to tell you, I have some friends that have kind of helped me out this year, because I think my mustache in the past has been a little bit sloppy. And one of my friends was telling me, he said, the key to Mustache May is maintenance. And so, I kind of got into my roommate's trimmers and stuff like that. You got to trim along the lip there, because sometimes it gets a little hairy. It can be a little bit annoying to you. You don't want that to be annoying. And then of course I've trimmed along the edges, and then you have to decide, depending on the mustache that you're growing, where you're going to cut it off. I decided to go just below the lip, just below the corner of my mouth this year, and I think it's made all the difference for me.